Good morning to all you glitter junkies out there. Today I'm going to be making coffee soap. I'm getting all my stuff together here. Pretty much got it together. Do I ever really got it together? Not really. Let's be real. Wow. I am using in my coffee soap, I always use fresh coffee and coffee grounds. And I am so excited because that is Akamai coffee. I'm using their Makawao Ave, and this is coffee that is locally grown and locally roasted. So I'm very excited to be using this. I'm gonna put this back here. And here we go, let me get started. I have all my stuff kind of laid out as usual. Let me pull this forward. I've got my oils. I've got my lye water solution. Let me trade this out. Okay. So, boy, those cords look gorgeous in the back now. Smack those over. Okay, so I have my oils and my butter in here, and I've got some avocado oil and shea and kaolin clay and olive oil and something else, which will come back to me later, of course. Coconut oil. Oh, I'm cracking myself up. And this is my lye water solution, and in here I also have some sodium lactate and Tesla soap, which I love to use. So let's get this blended up. First, I'm actually going to give my oils just a zap here. I'm going to make sure. I'm always experimenting with this like camera angle, and I'm loving to watch the cords drag behind me. It's so classy. Okay. It's a Monday today, and I've had too much coffee, and I'm just like apparently just like having a blast with myself right now. Pour the lye water solution down the stick blender, and I have to tell you, I know it's supposed to help with air bubbles, I guess. I don't know if I'm like a bad soap maker or what, but I haven't seen a difference from, you know, pouring it straight in to pouring it down. And I know just because I said that, I'll have like 50 people be like, yeah, there is, heifer, there is. So here we go. Down the stick blender, let me give it a blend. All right, good stuff. So put this to the side. I do have my containers going here. And of course, because I am just like way extra, I can't just make it something simple. So I have some black oxide already dispersed in here, and I do have my coffee water in here too. This is Magic Beans. I have that somewhere around here, but this Magic Beans mica. And that one I got from Arizona Soap Supply, and I do think it is, you can't really pick up like the shimmer in the camera, but it's so cool because it's not just like a regular dark brown. It's got all this really cool sparkle. So right up my alley. And I have my coffee grounds in this one. And the last one, I think I'm just gonna leave cream. I love to surprise myself, of course. And then this is fresh brewed coffee fragrance oil, and this is also from Arizona Soap Supply. Okay, so I'm gonna split this off. The least for sure is this really dark, kind of like a really, really deep espresso color. One of my daughters is a barista now. She will beat me if I keep saying espresso. It's espresso. Okay, just like mixing this up a little bit by hand, making, of course, a tremendous mess. Oh, this is weird. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's turning this really, really freaky kind of green color, but it's gonna go right back. And then I have the majority of it is gonna be with the coffee grounds, I think. Let me put this other brown in. I'm kind of doing my accents right now. This one is gonna have plenty, and I do love using the fresh coffee grounds because they just exfoliate and they're just so awesome. They are so awesome. Mix this up. Just kind of slowly mixing this in here before I give it a zap. Okay, just gonna put put that to the side. And then this one, I'm gonna pour a little bit off in here because I think I'm gonna do kind of a lighter swirl through it too. Because I was thinking like, ooh, all the different kinds of coffee, right? You got your dark, and roast, and then, you know, medium. And then I thought, ooh, what about, you know, cream on top? If you're gonna go there with that, your milky top, and I've got a little bit of titanium dioxide. I'm just gonna roll through here. It's already mixed up just to make it easier to disperse. And then I've got kind of this creamy base, and the fragrance oil does have vanillin in it, so it is going to discolor, you know, not too dark, but it's gonna discolor to a nice deep brown. But I do want to, you know, add in the colors I like right off the bat too. I'll just keep sliding things around here all crazy. Here goes the, of course I gotta whack that at least once. Here goes the magic beans. I wish the light could catch this just right. It is just so pretty. It's just so rich. Okay, I'm gonna keep stirring, and then I will bring you guys back when I start to pour. I am back. Just kind of taking a pause there in between while I got everything mixed in. It took me a second. It was a little crazy. It was a little crazy. So now I'm gonna pour everything I've put in my fragrance oil and just kind of blended that in. I've got everything split up into like 5 different little colors. The fragrance oil, as I mentioned, does have vanillin, so I did not put it in the white. I put it in all of the rest, and it just smells so amazing. It's just not a plain coffee. It also has, I don't know, I'm gonna put the notes somewhere, but I smell vanilla and caramel and all kind of goodness, and I am a full-scale Java Junkie, hence the name of this soap, and it does it for me. So let me make sure this is in frame. Yeah, I think you guys can see pretty well. Let me bring it up just a little bit. Nope. How about that? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start pouring. I'm just gonna pour it in, and I'm gonna do a hanger swirl. So I'm just gonna layer the colors. I'm gonna get this base down first. This has the actual coffee grounds in it. I do this soap different every single time I do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. So this is the brown. It's getting a little thick, so I'm just kind of plopping it in there. I'm gonna mix it all in. This is with the magic beans. It's so good. Let me put this in here too. This is that deep espresso. One day I will say it just right the first time. Okay, and here is the white, which is just like the cream. I just wanted all of the coffeeness represented in one coffee. In one soap. All the kinds of coffee represented in one soap. Okay, I'm gonna learn how to speak eventually. Oh, here's my little spatula. And then I think I'm gonna just texture the top a little different all over the place. I don't know. I always like to surprise myself. Pour some more of this in there. Raking that up. It's starting to get really thick. Thick and chunky. Thick with 3 C's. That's how I like it. Go. I'm gonna shimmy this down and shake it and tamp it a little bit. So as we go, and then any leftovers will go in a teeny tiny mold, and it will go to samples, or it will go to family. Some more of the brown, and I am gonna just run a hanger swirl through this. It's super pretty on its own, but I just want to give it a little bit of a swirl just to kind of break those colors up just a little. Okay, and I'm gonna leave some for the top as well, just to kind of texture up the top. Give this a stir. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and this is my favorite coffee scent, and it gets even stronger as it cures, because you smell it out of the bottle and you're just like, wow. And then, you know, as you're pouring, you're kind of like, oh, where did it go? And boy, does it come back. And I would say it is, if not my #1 bestseller, it's top 3. I mean, it's up there. People love this soap. They love this fragrance. I cannot say enough about it. Okay, some of the white. then some of the deep espresso. And I'm gonna break it up with one more layer of the kind of the main batch, and then I'm gonna give it a swirl. Use this one. You can't probably tell. Oh, let me hit my camera at least 5 times. You probably can't tell. The camera doesn't quite catch it, but these are 2 slightly different colors of the main batch. I split that up too because, you know, I'm extra, so why not? And I'm gonna have to add a little bit of like gold mica on top and to the beans, and I have to. Like, it causes me physical pain to not add glitter to stuff. Okay, it's painful. It hurts. Give this a wiggle. I don't have issues. I have subscriptions. Okay, I think that's a good amount in there. You know what? I'm gonna put a little bit more of this before I give it a little swirly swirl. Leaving a bunch for the top, and I'm gonna just let that sit a little bit so I can really build it up. A little more of this, and I'm gonna have some nice leftovers. Ooh, that's a big old patch right there. I'm gonna have some nice leftovers. More of that, and more of this, and somebody's gonna be getting some coffee soap freebies for sure. Okay, let me put a little bit of this on the top. And then I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I'm gonna tap the heck out of it. Sorry for the noise. I'm gonna swirl it. Then I'm gonna put the plain coffee on the top, and I'm gonna let it kind of do its thing. Okay, I'm not gonna go too many times. I'm just gonna go down, kind of up and around a few times. I don't wanna take all of the fun, chunky colors out of there. So it has some extra chunkiness. Just sort of a nice blend. I don't want it like too super crazy swirled. So just a few times. All right, you go over there. And then I'm gonna add this to the top. That looks really pretty. If it wants to, wow, if it wants to come out, it's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. So this is gonna go on the top. And it's funny, I do plan my designs out for the most part, and I sketch them, and I like whole 9 yards, guys, whole 9 yards. And pretty much every single time, I surprise myself with something. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do something else weird and completely off script, and then, yeah, that's how I like it. I like to surprise even myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna bounce this and get it all nice and even, get the rest scraped out, and then I'll bring you guys back to the texture. Well, I changed my mind again. I am not adding on the coffee beans. I gave it a swirl, and I like it. I'm just kind of leaving it like that. Of course, I gave it a little zap of glitter, and I'm gonna leave it right like that. I'm trying to figure out a way to lift this up and get you guys in for a close-up. I think I will bring you guys down for a close-up instead of trying to lift this whole thing up. So until next time, have a wonderful day. A little bit, and it just smells so fantastic. I just wanted to cut a couple pieces here, show everybody. Wow, you can see that all the swirls came out great. This was the first piece. This was really, really cool. I kind of love trying to get it framed. Kind of love all the, kind of looks like an animal print to me. But the smell is fab as always. Let me do one more. So thank you so much for joining me, all you glitter junkies out there. Until the next time, have a wonderful day. Aloha, everybody.